Do you want to know about Tyler's most private and exclusive neighborhood? Well, stay tuned as we get into it. As always, we want to thank you for checking out our channel. Today, we've got a new video. We're going to break down one of Tyler's most exclusive and private neighborhoods called Stonegate. But if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you get all the notifications for every new video that we drop. Additionally, we want to remind you that we are your friend in real estate. So if you have questions about making a move to East Texas, whether it be Tyler or Longview, we would love to be your resource. Feel free to shoot us an email, a text message, whatever is most convenient for you. We would love to connect with you. We also have a wonderful Facebook group called Moving to East Texas. You'll have lots of other people who have already made the move or are thinking about making the move. That can be a great resource for you to ask questions and get more information about making East Texas your home. So in today's video, we are going to talk about Stonegate. It sits just off of Biloxi, and I think the biggest reason why people love Stonegate and what makes it a very desirable place is the privacy. If you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't know it was there. You've got this it's very guarded from the roadway with lots of trees, so you can't see. It's very private. You've got this very nice gate at the front to where you enter the community, but you can't see anything beyond that. So it does always have an air of mystique and intrigue because you just don't really know what's over there. Lots of high-end homes, very expensive price points. It is largely custom. I don't know that I've actually ever seen a spec home pop up in Stonegate, and it's just very hard. It's not a big neighborhood, so you're not going to see a lot of homes transact generally, but most of them are custom. You're not going to see very many spec homes come available in there. Additionally, it is part of Whitehouse schools, so if you are considering the public school option and you want to live in a very nice neighborhood, Stonegate's going to offer you that opportunity. It is in Tyler, but it does go to Whitehouse schools. Also, the homes in Stonegate are kind of estate lots almost. Most of them are over an acre. Part of that is just because of the way the neighborhood and community is laid out, designed to be. But also some of the houses are so big that you need a lot of land to be able to put a big home on the lot without, taking up all of the space. All right, so its location, like we said, it sits just off Biloxi. You'll see it as you cross over Troop Highway on the left. They do have another portion on the right that is a little bit smaller, more traditional size homes, say 2,300, under 3,000 square feet. There may be a few of them over there. They also have townhomes on that side in Stonegate West on that side of the road. So it's a little bit more scaled down version, but it's still a great part of the Stonegate community. It's 12 minutes to Fresh. As you can see, it does sit on the eastern side of 69. That's how it is able to be zoned to Whitehouse schools. You're only 12 minutes to the hospitals though, another 16 minutes to downtown. Because you sit on the eastern side, you're gonna have closer proximity to the hospitals, which are also on the northeast side of town. So you're very close to that portion. So if you're a medical professional or whatever, this is probably gonna be one of the nicer neighborhoods that give you a short commute to the hospitals. All right, so the gated feature, like I said about Stonegate, is just something that gives it a much more secure feel. I don't think you need gates anywhere in Tyler, Texas. We don't really have crime issues. People ask me a lot of times, coming from maybe bigger metro areas where crime and things like that are concerned, I honestly leave my truck unlocked and my key in my truck about everywhere. So if you do see my truck, you could take it if that was your thing. But by and large, I feel very secure anywhere in Tyler, leaving my truck unlocked, leaving the keys in it. So I don't really think the gate provides a level of security that is needed. It provides a level of security, however, that gives you peace of mind. Additionally, that gated front, the very secure, private feel that you don't even know the neighborhood exists until you're in the neighborhood, I think is another big draw for Stonegate. It just kind of creates this allure, what's back there, who lives there. If you don't live in the community, you don't go in the community. And because of that, that just increases kind of, I think, people's intrigue about the area, making it just a little bit more desirable. Now, Stonegate is going to have some of the most expensive homes in East Texas. There's currently a $2.9 million listing, close to 10,000 square feet in the community right now. It's an incredible home. You've got homes up to that big. Once that home transacts, that will be one of the most expensive homes ever transacted in Tyler. So that's a very big price. Now, we do have homes worth more than that. However, a lot of the times those never come to market. They're either custom or they transact off market, things like that. So this is one of the nicer homes in there. The style of the homes in there are going to be a little bit more traditional and classic. You're going to see, more stone and brick finishes. You'll have some wood finishes and things like that. Not as many modern type homes in this community, but overall beautiful, incredible homes sit on large lots. So it's a great community for those high-end luxury type homes. All right, so we mentioned the large lot size. These are kind of estate lots. They're probably almost all north of 1 acre, some of them being 2 to 3 acres. So you're gonna have a lot of space and privacy from your neighbors, in addition to being very treed throughout the neighborhood is going to make it appear very secluded and private, which is nice if that's kind of what you're looking for. When we look at the real estate, only 4 homes have sold in the last 24 months. And that's another reason that kind of adds to that desirability. It's just hard to get in there. Not many homes transact annually. It's actually 2 over each of the last 12 months. So not a lot of homes come available in Stonegate, making it, when they do come up, they're largely pretty available or pretty desirable. So the average price point to get into Stonegate, believe it or not, is actually less than the Crossing and Holly Tree. Now, there's a couple factors to that. Because fewer homes transact, when a lower home transacts, that average price point is going to be much lower. If that $2.9 million home sells, the average price point is going to be well north of $1 million. So it's not perfect data, but it gives you a sense of kind of where the average home sells in Stonegate relative to those other luxury neighborhoods like Holly Tree and the Crossing. $212 a foot is a little bit less, and part of that is because it does sit on the eastern side of town. Now, it's a great area, good neighborhood, phenomenal schools, all of that. However, location relative to development and things like that are going to be big factors in the value of the real estate. Stonegate is just a little bit further east, a little bit further from South Tyler's development, and because of that, the homes transact at a little bit lower price point. It's also kind of in the age range between Holly Tree and the Crossing. Early 2000s, some 2010s, things like that is when a lot of these were built. So you're going to have slightly older homes, and because of that, the value of those is going to be slightly less than the newer ones at the Crossing. On average, those sold in the last 2 years are between 3,000 and 5,000 square feet, and the average days on market is 46 days. So a little bit longer than the Crossing, but not too crazy. All right, we are going to take our first home tour in Stonegate. So we're at 4055 Stonegate Boulevard here in the Crossing, just a little over 3,000 square feet, listing courtesy of Christy Fawkes. It's a great home. We're going to give you a tour, give you a sense of kind of what some of the homes look like in Stonegate. You're going to get that same luxury type feel, but one of the things that makes this one a little bit different than a lot of the other high-end neighborhoods, it's got a great backyard. So let's go take a look. All right, so when you come in the front door here, you've immediately got an office area here to the right. Got great big windows, real hardwood floors. Got a large dining room here to the left as well. You've got bullnose around the corners throughout the whole house. Good sized living room. Kind of fits the open concept because it overlooks the very big kitchen. And it's done very well, for sure. So turn on the lights in here. But you can see they've got a high-end stone countertops here. You've got an island here in the middle with a prep sink next to the primary sink. You've got the fridge with the cabinet covers to make it blend and look very nice in uniform. You've got high-end kitchen appliances here. Let's see, it's probably 8-burner stove. Yeah, 8-burner stove, double oven. big vent hood. You got a nice eat-in area as well with a little spot for office work and things like that right there. All right, so the master is one of the cooler rooms in the house. It's a really big room. You've got a nice ensuite as well. But one of my favorite features is this little office nook off to the side. So as you can see, you've got a really good sized room here. It's got good width. You've got access to the patio and that great backyard, which we're gonna go check out in just a little bit. But I love this little office area just off of the master. So you could create a reading nook, a library, a sitting space, whatever it is. Just a nice little room to have right off of your bedroom. Coming down the hall here, you've got 2 closets, his and hers, with built-in shelves. Here as well. And you got a linen closet there. Going into the ensuite here. You got a pretty big bathroom here. You've got the nice stained glass finishes there. You've got his and her sinks with a little vanity area right there. You've got the water closet with the toilet and then medicine cabinet and things like that right there. Now down this hallway here, you've got access to the garage. You got a nice little pantry here off the kitchen for extra storage. It's a thoughtful location for that. You got the little trophy type display piece that's kind of cut out into the wall, which is a nice feature. You've got a great guest bedroom here with its own ensuite. Now, this color may not be everyone's taste, but it is a finished out full bath with a tile shower, cabinet, and tile shower there. Open it up, you can see it's got the pebble tile. Good size shower actually for a guest shower. And this is right off of the guest bedroom here at the end of the hallway. Now on the other side of the house, just behind the living room, we've got the other 2 guest bedrooms. So it brings the total to 4 bedrooms. You could count the office as a 5th if you needed it, but we're gonna go check those out. All right, so coming down the hallway, you got guest bedroom number 2. Nothing exceptional, but it's not a tiny room either. You got a Jack and Jill bathroom setup. We'll walk across and down the hallway here. We got guest bedroom number 4, or 3 rather. And then Jack and Jill setup with the shower here that connects to the other side right here. And then we go right back into the living room, as you can see here. Now, one of the benefits of living in Stonegate is, like we talked about, a lot of the lots are bigger, and this is no exception. It's got a great porch and a great lot. So as you can see here, you've got this awesome patio. I really love how it sits up. You've got stairs leading you into the good sized yard. I think it's on just a little over half an acre. You've got raised flower beds, but it basically goes all the way back to that tree line back there. So you've got a ton of space, which is just something you don't get in a lot of the other luxury neighborhoods like Holly Tree, the Cascades, things like that. This is a lot more common in a neighborhood like Stonegate. So one of the benefits of Stonegate, if you're sending your kids to public school, which is a phenomenal option here in East Texas, you're going to be zoned to Whitehouse ISD. Whitehouse is one of 3 A-rated districts in our area, and the only district that you can have a Tyler address but be zoned to an A-rated district. Bullard being the other one and Lindale being the 3rd. So if you're concerned about the school rating, living in Stonegate is going to be a phenomenal option if you want to send your kids to Whitehouse ISD. Whitehouse, traditionally very good academically, very good at baseball, pretty good at volleyball. They go through phases where they're good at football. Their best period was when Patrick Mahomes was there. Obviously, having one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL play for your high school is going to make your team pretty good. But largely, they are a good school academically, and that's where most people's focus is when choosing a school. So Whitehouse is really top-notch. They're also the only school in East Texas that has a wrestling team. So if your kids are into wrestling, you may have to consider Whitehouse schools. All right, so we want to thank you again for checking out our video on Stonegate, one of the most private and exclusive neighborhoods in Tyler, Texas. Again, with only 4 homes being sold in the last 2 years, gives you a sense of how hard it is to purchase a home in that area. We want to make sure that you have subscribed to our channel if you haven't already. If you found the video useful, make sure you give us a like, leave us a comment. We would love to hear from you. We will do our best to respond to those comments. I'm not always on top of that, but I do like to see them, and I will try to make sure that I respond to them if you have questions. Again, if you're thinking about a move, we want to remind you we're your friend in real estate. We talk to people every day about making a move to East Texas. We connect with them in our Facebook group, Moving to East Texas, and we connect with them through our channel. So please don't hesitate to reach out, whether it be email, phone call, text message. This is me that you're talking to. So if you send me a message, you're going to get me directly. And I look forward to connecting you and helping make East Texas your home.